said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not going to speed.
Yes, people, what's going on? Zia Talks Football. It's the final day of the Premier League season. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watched and has supported the channel for the whole entire season. Big up to all you guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Of course, it's a little bit of a down mood, even though we won 2-1 on the final day of the season versus Everton. Of course, we have not won the Premier League. Manchester City won their game 3-1 versus West Ham. And it leaves you a little bit disappointed at the end of the season and upset that we didn't get the ultimate goal of what we wanted to get. But hey, congratulations to Manchester City. I'll be the first to congratulate you guys. You guys pipped us to the league once again, second year in a row. 4 years in a row you've won the league. You've made history. Congratulations to you guys. I'm not going to say it's not deserved. You fully deserve it. And it's on us for dropping points. It's on us not winning enough games. We're going to get into the panel show right now. We gave everything we could until the final day. It just wasn't enough. And hey, I got my boy Gunnar Souls in the building. I got my boy Matt in the house. It's not much to be happy about, people. It's not much to be happy about. Manchester City win their 4th league title in a row. That was a shocking performance to end the season. But in the business end of the season, you just need to get the results. It doesn't matter what the performance is. We got the result today, but it wasn't enough. West Ham couldn't do anything. Fulham couldn't do anything. Tottenham couldn't do anything. Crystal Palace couldn't do anything. After that game versus Aston Villa on the 6th of December, Manchester City have not lost a single game. But before we go into the title race and talking about the title race, just how you feeling right now, guys? Matt, how you feeling? I already spoke to Souls. How you feeling?
I'm just like
Arsenal fans, how you feeling? Let me know.
Bro, Ego, I'm so proud of this team, man. Like 89 points is massive for this club, right? It genuinely is massive. And the fact that we've come out of this season with absolutely like in terms of no silverware is just heartbreaking. Like it really is. But like again, like I'm just so proud of this team. Like the way that they handled themselves throughout this season, there's probably maybe been one blip in our whole season. And, you know, you go allow blips, but just not against Man City. And, you know, congratulations to them. They have broken history. Like, I don't think anyone's doing a 4-peat like anytime soon. But yeah, you know, big congratulations to them. The one thing that I kind of think City crave, but they won't ever get, is respect. Like, I don't think many fans will respect what Man City are currently doing because of the 115 charges. But you've got to congratulate them.
Can I just say this? I don't really care about the Chargers right now. What they've been able to do on the pitch, footballing wise, and how they've played throughout this season, they've been better than us. We can't sit here and start talking about Chargers, because if they would have lost, we would not have spoken about Chargers. So Matt, respect to you, but I don't want to hear about Chargers. Let these guys beat us fair and square this season. Whatever they did previously, it is what it is. But this season, did they do anything to us to cheat us? Do you feel like you were aggrieved by any decisions that happened? Personally, to me, it is what it is. Whatever charges are going on against them, that's not something I'm going to speak about today. Today, I'm going to speak about strictly football. And when the pressure's on, you need a victory. It's a close game on the line, season on the line, title on the line. They always find a way to pull it out. They just always find a way to pull it out. And that's where we need to get to. That's what we need.
The game today was not great. The performance wasn't great. Like, I am glad we got the win, but the performance was quite shocking, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. It was shit. It was terrible. And you know what? West Ham gave them a go, got a goal back. But what did they do? Immediately.
Fantastic goal, by the way.
Yeah. Bicycle kick. Immediately when West Ham get that goal back, what do they do? 59th minute, Rodri steps up. I think this is the time that I need to go to Souls. Souls, you said it earlier. Do we not have enough difference makers? What is it, bro? Why are we sitting here today upset?
I mean, it doesn't come down to one thing. It's the Fulham game, for example, when they went back to 10 men, we should have beaten them. It's the 2 losses to Aston Villa, the West Ham loss. There's a lot of things that we can look back at and go, do you know what? We need to do better in those games. And one of the things that I kind of realize every single season is we don't have a defined game winner. You know, when you look at sort of like what Foden's done today, where in the second minute, you know, he bags it from nothing. And I said it earlier in the stream as well, where we don't have enough people who can bag a long shot, just outside the box, just scores. And I mean a consistent person that we can look at. City have got Rodri that can do it. They've got Foden who can do it. They've got Kevin De Bruyne who can do it. They've got, you know, Bernardo Silva at times has done it. So when we look at it, we want to do too much sometimes. And sometimes football doesn't need to be as robotic. Just take a shot, just chance it. You know, Rodri's goal should never have gone in today. Like the goal he scored for the third one for Man City should never have gone in. It was a P-roller. Areola should have saved it. It wasn't in the bottom corner. It wasn't a powered shot. So sometimes we just need to stop playing robotic football and just shoot. Sometimes the game is as simple as that. It doesn't need to be complex. It doesn't need 50 passes for it to count as a goal. Sometimes just shoot.
You're more likely to score from just shooting because of a deflection, or, you know, like if the ball goes, you know, straight in.
Let me just go to this super chat. Big up to super chat supporting the channel. Also, guys, hit the like button on the video. It's absolutely free. Just to check right now, how many likes is this video on right now as we speak? We currently have 26 likes on the video. 26 of you guys that like the video, big up to you. The rest of you 92 people watching, please do like the video right now. It's absolutely free, and we do this for you. We've done a whole live stream, me and Souls. We're doing this, and I'm going to do another one afterwards also later tonight. So please do support the channel. Help me out by hitting that like button. And if you want, you can always submit a super chat. That also helps. Big up to, Arsenal gave Arsenal FC, or gave it everything until the end FC. See, I'll tell you this. You can try to banter, but the reality of the situation is this team has had a record amount of wins, the best defensive record in the Premier League this season, record amount of goals, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I checked, I seen the stat somewhere that said record amount of goals. Statistically, this team has done better than a lot of Arsenal teams in our club's history. To come in second is and to say, oh, this team is not that good is a blatant lie. We have to look at Manchester City and say we're facing a team that is really, really good. And what they did is they just tipped us to the league by small margins. Small margins is the difference between us sitting here today and saying, you know what, congratulations, Man City, to us saying we won it ourselves. And you can go back and look at individual games or individual performances, but it's just the run of the entirety of the season. How many times did Man City look like they were vulnerable and they were about to drop points and they didn't? How many times were we in situations where we were comfortable and we maybe conceded a goal in a silly game? These things.
That's the problem though. Like Man City don't lose, we lose. It's as simple as that. You know, the Fulham game, okay, we came out with the result, cool. If we came out with the result against Aston Villa, cool. West Ham, cool. It's the issue is that we don't win those games, we lose them. And when we lose badly. Like, and that's part of the problem is that the performances need to get better. I think a part of it is Arteta doesn't trust his bench enough. Because there are game changes there. And we need to use them more. We just need to have faith that, you know, a player can come on and do something that changes the game. Not necessarily that player is going to come on and score, but he can add a bit of energy into the game that we're missing. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens in the summer, like I've been saying in the transfer window, because now it's bolstering the squad. It's not about improving your 11. It's about doing both, because those people who are in the 11 become your bolster. So if that is, let's say, for example, bringing in a player for Thomas Partey now becomes your bench player who's your depth. So we now need to get to a stage where Arteta trusts his bench enough to change the game when it needs to. Not when things are completely against you and now you want to throw them on for 5 minutes. They can't do anything in 5 minutes. You need to give them at least 20 minutes to make an impact. So I just hope that's the one thing. If I'm going to critique anything, it's going to be that.
Souls, you want to know one thing, right? Like, from last season, right? Eddie Nketiah played quite a bit, right? This season, from the second half of the season, he's barely had any minutes. He's probably had maybe 90 minutes out of 15 games, you know, close to that. And I think that kind of just shows that Arteta just sees him as just not good enough. And I think that's happening with quite a lot of our bench players. And I think not only is that bad for us in the current season, in that, you know, we can't rely on those players, but it also diminishes their transfer value as well, because they're not playing as regularly, which means they're not obviously performing.
You know, I'm going to say something else, a little bit different. Do you guys know? Let's take a second and speak about William Saliba. This man has played every single minute of every single game this season in the Premier League for Arsenal Football Club. Do you guys know how crazy that is? Guys, look at me when I'm speaking, please. Do you guys see how crazy this is? William Saliba has played every single minute of every single game.
He's not done that since Lee Dixon. Like, I think
that is nuts, guys. Souls, Matt, you guys got nothing to say on this guy? Because this guy...
No. Saliba is arguably the only one on the cusp of being world class. You know, like every other player has still got a lot more to prove. Whereas with this guy, he's genuinely on the cusp of being world class. I would always maintain my standards. You have to win before I'll call you world class. You have to show in those moments that you can actually pull it out the bag. And at the minute, none of our team has done it. So I'm not going to sit here and say any one of our players is world class.
Look at that stat. William Saliba is the first outfield player to play every single minute for Arsenal in a single season campaign. No one has ever done that. He has not.
I think that kind of shows how much trust Arteta has in William Saliba. Like,
to me, that's kind of worrying. That's kind of worrying, because what's the chance?
It's kind of worrying, yeah. But
what's the chances that he's going to be available to play every single minute of every single game next season? What's the chances that he doesn't get injured again next season? Like the guy last season, we said we lost the league because of Saliba. We don't have that excuse this year. We had William Saliba for every single minute. It is a testament to how good he is at staying fit. It's a testament to how well he takes care of himself to be available every single game, and his work rate and his effort. Also, there's another thing on this sheet here. Souls, you see this top thing here? Do you care about
Arsenal's
this?
89 points in this season is second most. Yeah, good. We didn't win the league. I really don't care about the records until we win the league. Yeah. We can have a shitter season. We don't have to break any records. We can be the worst Arsenal side in history of the Arsenal. But if we win the league, I don't care. I really don't care. Just go win the league. Do you know what? I'll scrap that. Go win a Carabao Cup. Go win an FA Cup. Just win something. I'm tired. You know what it is, right? And this is going to be a rant because I'm actually, right now, I'm a bit emotional. I'm sick of not winning anything. I'm sick of it now. Like, and I'm not saying it's Arteta's fault or it's this thing's fault, But I just want to win something. Give me something at the end of the season that shows me tangible that we're not complete bottle jobs, that we're not going to completely lose everything. Give me a Carabao Cup. Give me an FA Cup. I understand the Premier League and the Champions League, no one has a right to them. No one can sit there and go, you have to win them. Because it's the Champions League. It's the Premier League. Anything can happen. But please win a cup. That's what I want to see next season. If we go trophyless, I have to question a bit more. I have to be harsher. Because when we're talking about not having sentiment for the players and that we need to get rid of the likes of Smith Rowe, when we have to get rid of the likes of Eddie Nketiah, when we have to get rid of these kind of players, then we need to show no sentiment in every segment of Arsenal. That goes to the director of football. That goes to the CEO. That goes to all of levels of football. That doesn't just go to the manager. And if we're not succeeding, and if we're not sitting here and coming at the end of the season to say, do you know what? Yes, we came second, but we won a trophy. That I can accept. But I can't do this again, where all we're doing is riding our luck on the league. We can't keep throwing everything away just for the league title. That's what I want to see. That's the improvement I want to see next season.
Okay. So Martin Odegaard had a speech. I don't think I can play the actual speech itself, but what I can do is I don't know. Do you think I would get in trouble for the audio?
Can you send it to me on Twitter just so I kind of have a...
Yeah, it's this one here. So it's basically this is what Odegaard said after the game. I think it's what do you guys can see it full screen, right? Odegaard, I think we're all a little bit disappointed at the moment. We've been fighting so long for a big dream. We're so close, but at the same time, we're so proud of the boys, so proud of everyone at the club, the fans. We're so proud of the progress we are making. And this was what he said in his press conference speech after the game with TNT. And then you also had Kai Havertz also giving a similar speech where Havertz was speaking about a couple things. He spoke about I feel sorry for the Arsenal fans. For us, we gave everything our best, but it wasn't enough. Also, you have a situation here where Kai Havertz says on pushing City this season so close, maybe in 2-3 months we can say that it was a good fight, but right now I feel like we deserve more. It wasn't enough at the end, but we will go again next season. Right now, I can't even think about next season. It's so frustrating when you see the fans all here, and I can tell them next year, but we're going to be even better team. We're going to give everything next season again. Yeah, you know what? We can talk about next season and everything, but it's tough. And then Arteta,
all the players just look heartbroken. Like Ramsdale had to comfort Saka, and Odegaard just doesn't look like he wants to do that speech right now. It's just, yeah.
Why would he? You look at his face.
Season's broken a lot of the players.
No. I don't think it's broken anybody, because it's not a situation where we threw it away at the end. These guys look like they were seriously still wanted to fight into the end. That performance was shocking, though. That performance was shocking. Can we take a second to speak about the performance? The players in today's game were quite poor.
That right-hand side just wasn't it. And I think,
first of all, Saka wasn't there.
Quite a lot.
Saka wasn't there, and it was visible. But before we go any further, Raya, I thought Raya was really good. Good.
He made a few good saves.
Made some good saves. Tomiyasu got a goal.
How did that free kick go in, by the way? Because
it was a header. It was a header that deflected off of Declan Rice's head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So quickly, let's do player ratings. What are we saying for Raya? Souls.
I don't know, man. 5, 6, 7. I don't know. He didn't have to do anything.
I think I'd give Raya a 7 because I actually think he was quite good.
Tomiyasu got the goal. Give him a 6. No, give him an 8.
It was a great finish as well.
Give him an 8. Saliba and Gabriel played well the whole game. No real questions about them. I'll give them 7s. Ben White. Did you think Ben White was poor, Souls? You were talking about Ben White. You said he was poor.
No, I didn't see he was poor, but I just think the whole team was crap. If I'm being honest, like I don't think there's any individual that I want to pinpoint. I just think as a whole we just didn't play well.
Bro,
But Ben White gets a 6.
You pinpointed Partey and Rice during the live stream. Don't lie.
Yeah, Rice had a head loss today, man. I don't know what happened to him, but he's getting a 3 today. He was poor.
I'm giving Rice a 4. I'm giving Partey a 4. I'm giving Odegaard a 7. I thought he was one of the main men who's driving us forward. Ben White gets a 6, and then Martinelli. Thoughts on Martinelli, guys? He needs to fix.
He was 50-50 today. There were moments where he was good, but then there was moments where I'm like, I need to see more from you. So
he needs to be better for next season. This season was too poor from him.
He offers us something different that Saka doesn't do, in that he takes the ball right down to the byline and crosses it. Saka doesn't do that. And I want to see that more from Saka.
No, because Saka is more of a cut inside. And
I know. But I feel like he needs to sort of not adapt, but just add some more unpredictability into his game.
I'm gonna put a poll out. Let me know, guys. Did you guys think Martinelli had a good game, or did you think he had a poor game? I thought he wasn't as good.
But he was all right.
Who's this?
Martinelli.
Oh, Martinelli, yeah, it was all right. I'd say a 5.
5? People, let me know what you guys think. Because I thought Martinelli I wouldn't say he was the worst player on the pitch. I thought he was quite good at connecting the midfield and thing. But maybe I'm just expecting more from him because he got in positions where he should have scored. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. He should. Yeah. I think he could have done better, but I say it's like an average performance. He had good moments. He had bad moments.
I think 5 is fair. I think 5 is fair. I think 5 is fair. By the way, we gave Rice and Partey 4s. We thought they were both quite.
I gave him 3s, but okay.
I thought they were quite poor. Can we take a second to talk about Kai Havertz? Because Kai Havertz, he's a guy who he signed for the club. A lot of people criticize him, but he has really made I think he's done enough to say that he hasn't been a bad signing.
He's contributed the most goals behind Bukayo Saka, I'm fairly sure, because he's on 20 goals and assists now. And I think Saka's on, 25 or 26, like in terms of the Premier League. I think he might be the second highest contributor for us. And I think that sort of just says so many things about how important he is to this team, that he can play in midfield, that he can play up front.
Bro, the guy was literally
an all-round world player.
The guy was literally in tears after the game.
He's one of us at the end of the day.
He's no longer. He's
one of our own.
Yeah. Souls, what are you saying?
I don't like that picture, man. I just want to see Havertz happy and cheering. I mean, look, I backed this guy from the very, very beginning. And I said to people, he'll make the impact. He will be a crucial player. And that's what he's shown. He's proving it time and time again. Today he scored. He had a decent game, even despite the goal. And that's what he's doing every single time he plays. He's been pivotal for a lot of our moments in terms of helping us win. Because without Havertz, let's be real, without Havertz, we're not in a title race this year.
Yeah.
So when he came off against Brentford, for example, that was a pivotal moment. We were 0-0. That could have also turned that trajectory in a bad way. He scored against Chelsea a couple of times. Big games, like for example, City, he got officially he got the assist. There's big games now that we're starting to win. Don't forget, Havertz and Rice have come in, and we haven't lost to the top 6 or the big 6, however you want to say it. And that's partially to play with Kai Havertz being up top.
Imagine if Timber was there for majority of the season.
Oh man, he played sick, man. When he came on, oh my days, he was so cold. You know what? If we can get him and Jarrell Hato, oh my god. Oh my god. Or Hato, however you say his name, which whatever it is. Oh my god.
Hato,
yeah. Oh, do you know what, man? When Timbers came on, the way he glides, the way he can just dribble, it's so good. So good. Imagine him and Ben White, yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be beautiful.
Who do you think starts at right back next season? Timber or Ben White?
Ben White. I think Timbers goes left back. Yeah, I think left back.
Fair enough. Interesting.
Unless White comes in with the injury, if he hasn't sorted that out, because people have been saying he's playing with a knock.
White needs surgery, It's White, Saka, and Jesus that need surgery.
Yeah, so I think if he can get that,
Why does White need surgery?
I think it's his like Achilles or something.
He's been playing throughout it the entire season.
Yeah, I think the injury sort of started to happen. I think it was around September time. Like it was around that Man United game, I think.
But he carried on playing. His pain tolerance is crazy. Crazy. But yeah, I think that's how we're looking to play. I think it's going to be Timbers left back, White right back, and then obviously Gabriel Saliba.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, it's going to be nice to see Timbers play though. Oh, mate, the way he plays, it's too good. But yeah, on Havertz,
I love that tackle that he did today because like it kind of showed some sort of bravery about him. Like he wasn't scared. Like he just wanted to get stuck in. I like that.
Yeah. No, because you know what? It looked like he hasn't missed a beat. It looks like we've done his rehab perfectly because even when you look at, because sometimes when some players come back with like ACLs or MCLs, it looks like their first few games they're losing something. It doesn't look like they're fully in it. But like even when you watch his under-21 performances, his dribbling, his sort of ability to turn with the ball, everything looks sharp, everything looks right, and that's a promising sign. Now he's got he's obviously got pre-season and friendlies to play, but he's got a good sort of 2, maybe 3 months to get back into full fitness with the first team.
So happy that he's at pre-season with Arsenal for the whole pre-season because that is massive for him and for
I'm disappointed that he couldn't get fit before the end of the season for him because you only get a couple chances to play in Euros and European competitions. Obviously,
but I think that might be because that Arsenal and his country had an agreement, like in a way that like if you play Timber, then he's fit for the Euros and we can select him. But I feel like the sole reason why we didn't play him is because we wanted him to have a whole preseason, and like him to not get stuck in an injury cycle, which happened to Thomas Partey like a couple of years ago. And I think that's credit to the medical team in a way, but also credit to Arsenal for actually having that conversation with his country.
Was it crazy to see to see Timber come in on the final day though? Was it kind of?
It's been rumored for a few weeks that he was meant to be coming back into the squad. It just never happened, and I think
he's been fit for 2 months, by the way.
Yeah. I just think they were like, you know what? Let's just throw him in. It's the last game of the season. Let the fans get to see him. I think the way the game was going as well, Ben White kind of needed to be rested anyway for many months. So I'm not surprised. I think there wasn't much to play for. Arteta seeing it, he goes, you know what? We don't have to go full out. So go have your few minutes, see how it goes.
Let's debunk some of the comments in the comment section. Arsenal lost. We technically didn't lose the game, but yes, we lost the league. I thought Arsenal were going to win the league.
So no.
We all did.
Hey, we all can.
An entertaining, impressive season, but disappointing one.
That's a perfect way to sum up that season, really.
I agree. People saying F Arsenal, soft fans, soft mentality, soft manager. I disagree fully with this. Maybe soft fans, but mentality and manager, I think we've improved those. The manager
soft mentality, you cannot say, because the fact that we completely bottled the league last season, and like we had so much hope that we were going to win that league last season, and to come back to this season to take Man City, who won the treble last season, to take them to the final day of the season is
fans. I flipping agree. They pissed me off today. They really pissed me off today.
What, the fans?
Yeah, but do you think you agree with all three?
I think there's a fact. Well, not the manager. I don't agree with the manager
side, but I don't agree with the mentality, and I don't agree with the manager.
Disgraceful. You're a disgusting bunch. Like, you're telling me you sat down for 90 minutes when your team needs you. Nah, man. Yeah. I'm not having that. I don't care. People have been saying it even in the watch along. It's their money. They can do what they want. No, they can't. You've opted to go to the stadium. Your rights are gone. You go and you cheer your team on. You go. That's what you're there for. There's no other purpose. You're not going to a restaurant just to sit there to have a crap. You're going there to eat food. What else are you doing? If they then tell you get out, then you get out because you're not buying anything. You're not ordering anything. So the same way, when you go to a stadium, you've gone to a football stadium. What's there to do? To sit on the beach? No, you're gone there to cheer your team on. So do that. Otherwise, don't go. And I don't care. Come for me if you want. I don't care. It's your money. Do what you want. But when you opt to go to certain places, you have to abide by certain rules. And that is one of them. Go to the stadium and cheer your team on. They needed you, and you didn't cheer them on. People going for a toilet, hold it in. Hold it in. I don't care. But piss your pants. Do what you need to do. Just stop. Don't go there to not create an atmosphere in the final days. That's what annoyed me about the fans today. When it comes to the mentality, I'm a bit 50-50. I don't know if it's the mentality or if we just don't have that quality to get it over the line. And the manager, I don't think any of this is on the manager. The one critique I have, he needs to use the squad better. That's it. But everything else,
I agree with that.
I don't think it's the mentality of the manager. I think he sets us up right. I think he's trying to do everything he can, but I just don't think he believes in the squad enough. But the that's what I want to say. I don't want to go too harsh in today.
Fans definitely have are soft at times, especially if you talk about people like not cheering after we concede to certain teams this season. For example, Bayern Munich, Aston Villa. That those home games were just disgraceful. But
can I quickly share
the manager? But the manager, I fully disagree with. The team, I fully disagree with. I think those two, it's quite harsh to say that. But yeah, continue.
Can I quickly share a stat?
Yeah.
So the team who have won the Community Shield haven't won the league in that year since 2011.
Okay, so what is the relevance?
That we won the Community Shield this season, but we just didn't win the league, and that's been happening since 2011. So that's been happening for 13 years straight.
So you're saying we should intentionally lose the Community Shield this year?
No. I'm just sharing a stat.
I don't get it though. What's the relevance?
That's an insane stat that you would think, like, if you won the Community Shield, that would give you more urge to win the league.
But why would anybody care about the Community Shield?
I don't know. It just appeared in the chat.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't think there's any relevance or connection to the Community Shield and winning league titles. Let's go through the comments. Do you guys see anything else? Progress, not success. Progress, but not success. What do you think about this?
Bygone, pretty much.
I agree. But in order to get success, you need to eventually get to that level where you see the progress is officially become success.
Yeah, right next season, progress can only be made if we win something.
So this season, why was the standard lower? Because we bottled it last year.
Yeah, we bottled it last year. This year, I wouldn't say so much we bottled it, but we just didn't get it over the line. And I think next year it's a trophy. Otherwise, there is no success or there's no progress because there isn't anything else this team needs to do now.
So you're saying you genuinely believe that this team next season will win it? I agree, but can there be a situation
they can win something? I don't know about the league.
Can there be a situation where Arteta doesn't win the league, Champions League, or any cups, and you still keep him next season? I don't think there is.
Context does matter to a degree, but it's hard to say he can stay.
The only way I can see that happening is if we get 90 points, or above 90 points and don't win the league. If that happens, then I just don't see how you can sack him, because if you get 90, if you get above 90 points, it's usually that is guaranteeing you the league. So the fact that you haven't won the league, I just don't think you could sack him if that happened. But say if we get, 87 or 86 points, then there's a fair shout for him to leave.
Arteta said we want much more than what we are going to. What we want much more than that, and we are going to get it. Do you believe what Arteta says when he says we're not giving up? We're going for this. We're going to be here again.
I mean, that would all depend on the summer window of who we sign if we've got cojones, pretty much. Like, if I was Arteta and Edu, I'd try and get Frankie de Jong because I think that's a massive, massive statement signing to Man City because they're probably going to buy Lucas Piquet.
Man City's going to be there and thereabouts, bro. Well, no matter what we do.
Yeah, no, of course. But I think like it will just be a statement to them.
These guys lifting how many Premier League titles now?
No, they ain't lifting another one, man. No, next season now.
Why not?
Because we're going to be lifting.
Yeah. I refuse. I refuse to believe they can do a 5-peat. I refuse. I no. But you know what? The way these Premier League teams roll over for them, they can hold that. They want to mention 115 charges, but they let a P-roller go in here. Hold that. I can't wait. You know what? I've got such a vengeance next season. I want to destroy every single Premier League team. You mofos, we asked for one thing, yeah. Get us one result, and none of you wanted to. You're getting no mercy from me. You're dead-ass clubs. You're failures. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Rivals can banter, but you man are failures. The bigger failures. At least we came second. What are you man doing?
Who are you talking about?
All of these rivals, you know. I say, you know what the funny thing is? Everyone's joy comes from Arsenal bottling it. But then they're ignoring the fact that, guess what? None of your players, none of your managers can talk to Pep now. Pep is the undisputed. There is no question. I don't want to hear a Pep debate. Pep is the GOAT. Done. I don't want to hear Fergie, Carlo Ancelotti. None of them chat to this man. None of them. There's not a conversation. There isn't a question anymore. There's not even, should we have a discussion? No. What discussion? What is there to discuss? And yet you guys want to talk about like letting this man win more. No, I haven't. Oh, man. None of our managers are ever going to surpass this guy. You know that. In our lifetime, there's not going to be a manager who comes and talks to Pep now. That's it. It's done. Probably for another century or 2 centuries, there is not a manager that's going to come and speak to this man. It's done.
It's you make a valid point, bro. You make a valid point.
But also think about it. In our lifetimes, is there going to be a Premier League team or a period that can compete with City right now? Do you know how hard that's going to be to do? You have to dominate. You have to destroy. You got to win the quadruple back-to-back just to talk to this.
How do we stop them?
I don't even know anymore.
We need a complete midfield restructure in that Partey most likely will be.
Bro, I feel like those are just words though. Like, what are we really gonna do? Because we need to make sure we don't have the same fate again. We need to make sure we don't have the same fate again. I'm sick and tired of seeing these blue and white guys lifting the kit lifting something every year. I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, but I can't be left underwhelmed every year. It's getting to a point where it's starting to hurt more and more every time because I can see it. It's so much closer. It's almost like we're toying with ourselves. Kyle Walker fucking lifting the trophy. Do you guys have anything else to say before we move on?
No, man. I just want to win something.
How are we going to get there?
Do you know what it is? I think we need to now get to a point of being ruthless. If Martinelli isn't going to step up, we've got to get rid. If he can't do it next season, it's unfortunate. We've got to start closing the doors on these guys. Like, you now need to be title level. We can't be having sentiments because we want a player to do well. We've got to be able to identify that, okay, we've got a problem here. We need to buy not a replacement, sorry, but like a backup for Bukayo Saka if he does need to be rested. We need to be able to go in there, go get the midfield sorted out, go get a Frankie de Jong, go get an 8 that can play on the left. If that's Bruno Guimaraes, if that's who you want to bring in, we need another midfielder. And yeah, we need to be ruthless. And Arteta, like I said, needs to trust that his squad can turn games around more than he has. And I think there's a combination of things that can at least help us. Because if you look at Pep rotates all the time. That's why his plays are always fresh. That's why they're constantly winning. That's why they're able to keep their performance levels so high. Even if they go through these periods of bad patches, because their players are so fresh, they can just win. That's what we need to learn. And that's what we need to do this summer. It looks like Josh has come out and said he's wanting to be ambitious. He's wanting to back the process even more. So we'll see kind of what players come in and who we end up signing. And we'll take it again. But we need to go and just be ruthless.
What I also want to say as well is, like, I want to see Arteta be ruthless on academy players like Smith Rowe and Eddie Nketiah, because, well, I love Smith Rowe, right? Like, I got a shirt with his name on the back, but at the end of the day, he's just not good enough anymore. He's not good enough anymore, and we're reaching new levels every season. We're upping our game, and the players like Smith Rowe and Nketiah are staying at a level and are not rising with us. And I feel like they need to go. And there needs to be ruthlessness with Arteta, with academy players like those. Because he gave Eddie Nketiah 100k a week. And he's probably banking on that. But yeah, he's just not good enough.
The funny thing is there's more people talking about Klopp's farewell on social media than there are people talking about City doing the 4-peat.
I'm not surprised by that though. Like again, that just shows that people just respect Klopp more than they respect the fact that Man City have, destroyed Sir Alex's legacy. You could probably say.
Do you think they destroyed Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy?
Yes, because he's matched the trebles and he's beaten his 3-peat.
So, do you agree with that?
Well, Pep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the undisputed GOAT. Well, what brings something to the table? What hasn't Pep done? He's won 2 trebles.
What has Sir Alex done that Pep Guardiola hasn't done?
He's won 2 trebles in his career.
How many Champions Leagues does he have?
Pep Guardiola has, isn't
3?
it like 2, 3? He has 1 with Man City, and he has, I think, 1 or 2 with Barcelona.
But don't forget that, he's won 2 trebles in his career now. He's done it twice. 1 with Barcelona, 1 here. He's won the Bundesliga league titles. He's won with Barcelona when he was at La Liga. There isn't a question. I don't even care. If you want to have a debate, I don't know what you're bringing to the table. There isn't anything. The man surpassed everyone's legacy. It's done. It's done. But yeah, celebrate it, guys. Celebrate it, because your clubs aren't going to do this. Your managers aren't going to do this. So yeah, go ahead and celebrate it. Celebrate that we didn't win it. Go on.
That's all they're going to do.
Oh, but then you know what they'll do? Oh, 115 targets. Oh, but 150. Fuck the 100. If I hear one person say 115, I swear down, you're a loser. Because let them get proven first, and then when they get stripped, then yes, we can talk about that.
They're never going to get stripped. It would damage the product too much. It would damage the product too much. I'm never going to see them. We're never going to see them get the title stripped from them. What are we talking about? And even if they did strip the title, it's not like you're going to receive it. You know what I mean?
But it's like, yeah, 115. Okay, cool. They still won. Fergie's gotten accused of a lot of things at his tenure. Accusations don't mean anything. It's when you get proven that you have done something that it matters.
How many trebles does Sir Alex have? Is it just 1?
Yes. Pep's the only manager to have 2 trebles, and Barcelona are the only club to have 2 trebles.
Souls, City's 3 league titles away from us.
fuck.
Bro, do you know what's going to happen? They become the best institution in England,
Yeah.
and people are going to question how it happened. Because you man rolled over for them. How else do you think it happened?
You were all rooting for them.
Like how? Like then, bro, they've already made that they're the fourth biggest club in England already.
Bro, they've surpassed Chelsea's like overall trophies, I swear.
Yeah, they're the fourth in terms of just trophy holds. If we're just talking that metric, they're the fourth most successful club in England. And how long did it take? Less than 2 decades to do it. But yeah, let's all root for them. Let's all go for City. Let's go City. Like, because that's who we want to win everything.
But you know what it is? I don't see anyone wanting to stop them. I actually see more people encouraged to twerk for them next season to win 5 instead of Arsenal win 1. And I see them, they don't have as much pressure because they constantly win. It's easier to put pressure on teams that haven't won than it is the team that wins every year. Man City now are the 4th most successful team in English football.
We need to also book our ideas up because, yeah, granted, we didn't win the league, but we've got to be going for the FA Cup. We've got to be going for those other trophies just to add to our count. But I don't know, man. Can Pep just retire, man? Can he just retire or something? I can't be bothered.
They're coming for 3rd. They're coming for 1st.
Yeah, everyone's on alert. Like every single English club's on alert. And if anyone thinks they're stopping, they're not. They're gonna go and sign Paqueta. They're gonna go and sign more players, and it's only gonna become harder to stop them.
What if they do the 5p, by the way?
I mean, Pep's now just adding. There isn't anything. City are just
because
adding
that will
to
be his last season potentially. Because I don't see him signing another contract. I don't see Man City offering him a new contract because I feel like after next season, like I feel like he's completed football.
Yeah, they'll just carry on. If Pep wants it, they'll just carry on.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, he's still got a quadruple to go for.
What? Fake City fans? What? What is he talking about?
Fake City, what?
I don't know.
Is he implying we're City fans? I'm confused. He's got a ping. What are these chats talking about? Odegaard needs criticism for real.
He's like one of the only guys who's actually turned up. What do we want to criticize about him?
I mean, like everyone criticized him for being ghosted.
Has anybody said
turned up in the majority of our games?
Has anybody said bigger fish to fry this whole season? Like, what is he talking about?
I think he might be referring to AFTV.
You know what? Yeah, some of them I respect. Some of them I don't have time for. We need to stop. AFTV do not speak for the fan base. They are individual fans who have their opinion. Can we stop like generalizing all fans?
Is the Premier League the Farmers League? It does look like it.
It's becoming a Farmers League by the definition that they put on other leagues. Because when I talk about La Liga, they say it's a Farmers League because Barcelona and Real Madrid are the only two who win it. So by that definition, yes.
AFTV are a joke, just PR nonsense. I don't really care what AFTV do. Bro, final match reaction of the season. We finished the season 2nd. We'll talk about next season afterwards. What do we give? Let's do season ratings before we go. You ready? Hello?
Yeah.
Do me a favor, everybody. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button right now. It's absolutely free. We're going to just go through all the players and the manager and just give them like, you know what? I might do that on a separate video. We'll rate all the players and the manager. We'll do a separate video rating all the players and the managers. And we'll just end it off here, man.
Yeah.
End it off here. It's been a disappointing end to what I thought was going to be a really good season. That's the only the way we can do it. People saying, let's do it. Nah, mate. We'll do it another time. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll be back at 8 o'clock for Vibes from the 6, and I'll catch you guys later. Matt, thank you for joining me. Souls, thank you for joining me. Big up to all the people who've been watching the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.